Hello there, it's Trish from Dish Kitty Studio, and I am back with another I think I'm going to start calling it this semi-weekly dish because it's definitely not every week. Anyway, this is my daily journal book. I left off on this page in my last video, so this is just me, and I've got a little froyo cup. I went out with some friends to a little event. My husband developed and sells a card game, like a strategy card game, and he had an event to demo his game at a game store, and it just happened to have a little froyo place next door. So I went with a couple other people during the event, and we went and got some froyo, and it was fun. So that's just me with some froyo. We went over to the Sprint store to upgrade one of the phones on our plan, and my husband fell in love with the speaker. This is what it looks like. I think it looks like a humidifier, but it's actually an amazing speaker that sounds really, really, really good. So it was pretty heavily discounted, so we went ahead and got it. So I drew a little picture of the speaker. It's really nice. It sounds great. It's impressive. Okay. I recently signed us up for Blue Apron. I have a friend that's doing it, and she raved about it, and she sent me an invitation that got me 3 free meals. So I went ahead and signed up and thought, you know, we'd give it a whirl. So I made my first meal this night. And I put the little sticker that says kale from the bag of kale, because everything's very nicely labeled and everything. It was seared chicken with sauteed purple potatoes, kale, and green apples. It was quite good. I was impressed. It's really fun to make these meals, and I think it's a great service. If anybody has questions about it, let me know, because this was the first meal I made, but I've made 6 total now, and I'm really happy with it. Let's see, a lemon. Why did I draw a lemon? See, this is what happens when I don't keep up with my weekly dish. I don't even remember why I drew a lemon. I think because I went to get groceries. Oh, I know. It's a pink lemon. Because this was another night where I made Blue Apron, and I actually made a pink lemon vinaigrette salad dressing, and it was really good. So I tried to draw the lemon. It's very subtly pink here on the inside. It was kind of cool. It looked like a regular lemon, but definitely a little bit pink on the inside. Okay. I ran some errands. I had to go buy cat food, and I also found some clearance washi tapes. These two are more of like a duct tape, but skinny. And these are definitely washi, but I got these for $1 a piece at Five Below. They were on clearance. So I was pretty excited to put some little samples in. Here's a very sad face picture of my husband. He had a really crappy day at work, so he was kind of a grumpy sourpuss when he came home. This is just a picture of me, and with a ginormous zit on my chin. I named it Mabel, so it says Mabel the Giant Zit, because it was huge and it hurt so much. It was enormous. It was terrible. So you see, I'm very unhappy about the whole thing. My husband and I went grocery shopping together, which we don't do a whole lot. Usually it's one or the other of us, but we went together, so I drew a little picture of both of us pushing the cart. I actually made a mistake because I usually have this book folded completely back, and I started working on this page and then realized, oh crap, I left the back side of this one blank. So I think what I'll end up doing is putting like some kind of pocket here and using this page to just sort of hold the ephemera and little bits and pieces for this book that don't get actually stuck down to a page. So that's my plan right now. But anyway, I have a big stupid, dumb blank page for the moment. I lost 3 pounds that day. I weighed myself and I lost 3 pounds. I was very happy about that. This was the day before Mother's Day, and my mom came over to our place, and we had a little barbecue. We made shish kebabs, so I drew a picture of that. It was really fun. Sunday was actually Mother's Day, so we went and spent the day with my husband's mom, who was recuperating from a knee replacement. And she wasn't really, she was feeling pretty good, but not good enough to really eat too much. So my husband loves fried chicken, and there's a place in his hometown that he loves, so he and his dad went and got fried chicken, and they ate that, and then they just brought her some mashed potatoes because that's what she really wanted. But we did spend the day with her, and it was really fun. This is just a picture of cinnamon swirl bread because I made a loaf of bread. This was a crazy day. My cats were just going at it, so I drew a little picture of them here fighting, and it says, hiss, hiss, row, row. I don't know what their deal was. You know, 90% of the time they get along, and then, of course, this day they just drove me crazy. And, of course, I work from home, so, you know, I'm trying to talk on the phone, and they're acting like jerks in the background. It was a mess. Just something set them off. I don't know. And this is just a picture of my eye. When I woke up that morning, I don't know if it was like I had, you know, hair or something. Something caught my eye or what, but it was just so red and puffy and swollen and irritated. And it took a couple hours for it to get back to halfway decent, but it was a crappy morning. The cats fighting, my stupid eye was all puffy. Okay. This day I had a hair appointment, and I went in, and my stylist bleached. I have very dark natural brown hair. My stylist bleached all of my hair and got as much of the color out of it as she could, and then I dyed my entire head of hair pink, magenta. It's bright pink. I'll actually put some pictures, some like just still photographs in right here so you guys can take a look. But yeah, so this was a pretty big deal. Phase 1, blonde. Phase 2, hot pink. My poor little date got all smeary over here, but we went to Grand Rapids because my husband's aunt and cousin were in town from Pennsylvania, so we went up there and had dinner. And my brother-in-law has been hand carving all these gorgeous wooden spoons. So this is like a very poor representation of what his spoons look like. He showed them all to me and kind of showed me the ones he's made, and they're, oh gosh, they're amazing. You guys are so pretty. So I drew a little picture of a spoon. This was last Friday, May 13th. I had the day off of work, so I ran some errands in the morning, had a late breakfast with my husband because he always has Fridays off. Had a late breakfast, and then I hit the road and went to Louisville to visit some of my girlfriends. And I had a blast. So this is just me with my pink hair. I had a little bow in my hair and drinking a beer. We went out and had some beers with, my girlfriends and I in Louisville, and it was a great time. So Saturday, this is a 2-pager here. I had way too many beers Friday night. So this is a picture of club soda, and I ordered club soda with bitters, and that usually will help settle my stomach after I don't feel too good from drinking too much. And these are some Brussels sprouts because that's what I had for lunch. We went to this great restaurant, and they have the most amazing sauteed Brussels sprouts. So that was sort of like my little hangover cure, my club soda with bitters and the Brussels sprouts. We went to this big flea market that was so cool. It was really, really fun. And there was this booth that was selling like little animals in jars. It was really bizarre. Like I'm not sure who the target audience for something like that is, but there was everything from a baby pig to rats, like, big rats, like probably this big, and little tiny looking, I don't even know what kind of animal they were, but these like little tiny vials with, some kind of little, it was just really weird. So I drew a little picture of a pig in a jar because that really stuck with me. It was an interesting thing to see. That night, after we did all that stuff, first of all, we went to this great little brewery that's new to Louisville, and it was really fun. It's called Third Turn. And then we went to one of my girlfriend's houses, and we had bubblegum flavored champagne jello shots, and we watched both Magic Mike and Magic Mike XXL, and it was amazing. We had a complete blast. It was so much fun. So here's me with my eyes all big watching Magic Mike, because I'd never seen either one of the movies, so that was my first time. And Sunday I drove home. Here's a little picture of my hubby. I was happy to see him. Unfortunately, though, while I was gone on Friday night, our basement flooded, So my poor husband was stuck home all weekend dealing with that by himself because I wasn't here. So this is Monday, and this is a picture of one of the giant fans, you know, because we had to have the, excuse me, the water remediation guys come in, and they left all these huge fans and dehumidifiers and everything in the basement trying to dry it out. I had to pull up some of our carpet, which thankfully dried up well enough that they were able to just put it back down and didn't have to be replaced. The pad and everything turned out to be fine, which was a nice stroke of luck. But this is just a picture of the fan because, you know, by Monday we still had the fans here. Tuesday was the last day for the fans. They actually came on Tuesday and picked them all up, and it was a done deal. My husband has started, he knows how much I hate grocery shopping. Like, I don't know what it is about grocery shopping, but I hate it. So he has started kind of taking over that responsibility and doing that for me. So on Tuesday, he went out and bought all the groceries after he finished working. And so here's a little picture of him with hearts because he's so sweet to go and do the grocery shopping because he knows I hate it. That's all I've got in this book for now. I want to go through my my art journal that I've been working on. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to show this book this time, but I think I will. I don't, for one thing that's changed is that I was really waiting for Courtney, Little Raven Inc. to start her altered book journal series here on YouTube, and she started it. So I had already kind of started working on this book, and I had another book. I actually got another book just to do follow along with Courtney, and that was this book that is still sitting here, and I haven't done anything to it except for rip pages out. But because I already started this book, I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep working in it, and I'll use that one as my next book. But Courtney's series is really, really great. I will put a link down below for anybody that's interested in doing an altered journal because I think it's incredible. This is just my first page. It says incredible things happen when you change the rules of the game. I thought that was a perfect opening page for this book. I think I did add this little sticker here. Otherwise, I think these pages are exactly the same as what I showed last time. This page is now what I would consider complete, so I would call it done. I'm real happy with this one. I love the way it turned out. I think it's really nice. These were here, but I think these two are new. And this one is an old one that I came across. You know, as I said, I work on these while I am sitting at my desk at work, making phone calls, sitting on hold, whatever. I have index cards and I have like a very few art supplies there, and sometimes I'll just kind of fiddle around with index cards. This one is one that I did a while back and I just found it in my drawer and I decided to stick it in here. And this one's newer. I think I worked on it in the last week or so, a couple weeks even. This page has changed quite dramatically since I last showed this book, and I can tell there's a lot of glare because I used some shimmer paint there. Hopefully that's a little bit better anyway. Nothing super fancy here, just like recycled some artwork from a notebook, and this is deli paper that I painted and stuck in. This is actually just some drop paper that I stuck in. Nothing crazy. As I said in my last video, I don't usually I usually will just like slap some things down and then I'll come back to the page again later. So that's what you're going to see here is a lot of in progress type of stuff. This one I would pretty much consider done. I'm not sure what else I would add to it, although I never really say never, because if something strikes me, I certainly would. But for the most part, I think she's good for now. Here, just some paint. This is some book pages from this beautiful book I have with Turkish writing, and I just love the way it looks. So I just slap that there. This is just some washi tape I used to kind of hold down the seam there where I ripped a page out. This is just a little watercolor sketch I did quite a while ago. Some acrylic paint and some collage in the background. Nothing real fancy here. This one is sort of still in progress. I would add more to this. I just haven't figured out what yet. This page I really like. I'm happy with how it turned out. I think it needs something else, but I'm not sure what yet, so remains to be seen. Nothing here. This is just like a little sketch I did. I think it's colored pencil or maybe crayon, maybe both. And I stuck her in, and then I kind of drew her this little dress, but she has no arms, which I thought was interesting. Some collage back here, tape. You know, nothing real crazy here. This is just probably a Sharpie or some kind of marker sketch, and then I colored it in with something water soluble. I think that's it. That's all I got for now. You know, I splashed a little something over here, but that's basically all I've done as far as working on it. So I'm not sure if I'll go through this book every week, because I think it makes more sense to just wait until it's done, until I feel like it's done, which, you see how many pages are in here? It's going to be a while. I might actually rip some more out, because that seemed like a lot of pages, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if I'll keep showing this one. You guys let me know if you want to see it and you want to see it week to week and what the progress looks like and that kind of thing. I'm not opposed to it, but to me it just feels like I don't want to go through every single page and say, oh, I added one little doodle here and that kind of thing. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. But that's all I've got for this week. I hope you guys are having an amazing week, and I hope next week is great too. And I will see you again soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching.